Hello everyone, welcome to the SME Talent Week. We are excited to begin our week-long journey with many speakers, which we're going to get a lot of learning and really go deep dive on what are the biggest and most pressing talent challenges in fast-growing organizations. This is really a platform which brings together experts, entrepreneurs, business leaders, HR veterans, HR practitioners who want to crack the code to achieve substantial growth in their organizations as they scale. This is a virtual conference. For the first time, People Matters has done a lot of physical events and many of you have been part of it. But with the SME Talent Week, we take the leap of faith to take all of you to a digital world in order to be more and more inclusive and to reach to a much larger audience. We really want to thank each one of them for their trust and the support on making this possible. Our presenting partner, Oracle. This event is powered by Indeed, our HR tech partner, People Strong, our assessment partner, Thomas Assessment, our community partners, FICCI, associate partner, SME Chamber of India, and our speaker partner, Right Selection. I want to thank each one of them for believing in us and making this virtual conference a possibility. We have some extremely exciting sessions lined up for you this week. You will be able to see each one of them if you scroll down, so you can have a look at the agenda in detail. Whether you're traveling or you're at home or you're in office, you can watch these sessions from anywhere. To share your comments, you will have a section for live comments on the right side of the screen. So you feel free to share your comments, share your questions, and all live sessions will be able to take those. And if you have any queries, please feel free to reach out to anybody from People Matters team and we'll be delighted, as always, to help you. So without much delay, let's begin with the first session. Very good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our first session for the SME Talent Week. We have the privilege to have a leader who has not only built his own business and evolved his own business, but also who represents an organization as important as the SME Chamber of India. So we have with us Mr. Salunkhe. He's the founder and president of SME Chamber of India. He started this organization to support the small and medium entrepreneurs for better business growth. At the same time, he's also the founder and chairman and managing director at Macro Group of companies that he founded in 1991 in Mumbai. Macro Group is involved in manufacturing of packaging, machinery, equipment, and industrial products, exports and packaging, machinery and industrial processed food, marketing and distribution, and promotional activities. It's a pleasure to have you with us, Mr. Salunkhe. A very good afternoon to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you and all also.
So what we're going to do, Mr. Salunkhe, is going through some few questions. As you know, the SME Week is really about focusing on small and mid-cap companies that are growing and are trying to overcome the challenges of specifically the talent challenges. So my first question to you, and because you founded SME Chamber, I think is really relevant for us to ask you. We'd love to hear from you, what is the importance of the SME fabric, the SME ecosystem really for the economic growth of the country?
Thank you for inviting me to speak on the SME talent and SME growth. First of all, let me give you the glance of what is the SME sector in India. Small and medium enterprises, comprising the manufacturing, service industry, infrastructure, chemicals, packaging, food processing, even now the small companies coming in IT and ICT sector. Now, the SME sector of India is one of the growth engine of Indian economy, and which is contributing the large number of production, as well as contributing the 45% production for the manufacturing sector, 40% for the exports, and most important, the SMEs in India is employing more than 1 million people per annum. This is the largest sector which is providing the employment. And government and as well as the private sector has not emphasizing the SME sector is a training center for particularly for the unemployed people, uneducated people, or unskilled people to make them a skilled persons. So this is the most important activities done by the SME sector for last 10 years. And particularly the SMEs are now encouraging the young entrepreneurs and encouraging youth to start their own business. The small and medium entrepreneurs is encouraging his son, daughter, brother, or relatives to involve in his business activity so that automatically they can convert into the successful entrepreneurs.
Yeah. So you have been associated with this sector pretty much all your career. And you have seen the SME world also evolving, especially with their
Hmm.
understanding and maturity when it comes to talent. Can you tell us a
Hmm.
little bit how has this sector evolved from the point of view on how promoters or CEOs look at talent and talent management?
See, in 1991, the globalization, started rolling very well. And the before 90s, lot of talented people, educated people, qualified people, and technical qualified people were working in a top companies,
Hmm.
large corporate, multinational companies. I'm talking about 1980 to 8085. Ultimately when they started working, they're growing their own knowledge. Even they are they had achieved the higher post in the different companies, and they realized in 1995 1980 85 that how I am growing this company, why not I can start my own business. So ultimately the newcomers, as well as educated people, and the people those are working in a large corporate multinational company, they have started their own business. And if you can check the average point of view in India after the 1995, lot of entrepreneurs, you will find all the educated people. They have worked for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like engineers, like a special people from the different sector in IT, ICT, engineering, automobiles. We can talk about particularly pharmaceutical, food processing, healthcare industry. They have started started smaller companies. They have started working with the family company and using their technology, technological knowledge, using their the education, using their the experience. They have started involve their business activity. And now what happened for last 10 years, top people, those have studied, those have the degree, those have the different type of education. Now they are coming in the this SME sector. They are starting their own industry. Particularly, my observation is the new people, the young people, the new generation is coming with the knowledge, with the technological knowledge, the market knowledge, finance knowledge, and of course, international awareness knowledge. So, therefore, now the SMEs are becoming very strong, knowledgeable SME, as well as we can say the capable SMEs. But if we can talk about earlier SMEs, those SMEs started in 1970 or 65 or 71 or 75, I'm not saying they are not qualified, but they are not understanding the technological development. Well, we used to call, like, my father has bought lathe machine in 1960. My father bought a ambassador or a Fiat car in 1960. Still we are using. But my friends from the SME sector should focus on the quality, productivity, and the specifications.
Yeah.
We can say accuracy.
Yeah.
Because unless until you will not produce the quality product and competitive product, you will not survive.
Yeah.
So evolving in the SME sector, I found that there is a drastic change,
Mhm.
transformation done, and of course they are now when they're dealing with the American companies or Japanese companies or German companies or any other companies from the China. Now they want to expand. They want to utilize the new concepts, new ideas, advanced technology to compete with global market.
Yeah. So, what does that mean in terms of the change that you are beautifully describing? What does it mean in terms of the kind of people that SME will need when you come to hire and recruit people? What kind of training investments are required? What kind of cultures are required to build internally to really align. What does that change mean when it comes to people and
Okay.
people that you're employing?
See, earlier days we used to, appoint unskilled person. A known person came and he came and he requested me, sir, I don't have a job. I want to join your company. We used to allow them. We used to give a traditional training them. But now we don't have time. We don't have a system because my production to be done on time and I have to complete my order, my target to fulfill the requirement of my buyer. So now, unless until the qualified person is not available or not eligible, we are not allowing to work for it. But rural area or some as a social activity, so as a under the CSR activity, we can appoint unqualified, unskilled person as a school dropouts to learn something at some level. But there is a level, okay? But we want high talented people now because we have to compete with the Chinese, Japanese, American, South Korean people. Those are coming with the flooded items, quality items, advanced technological developed items, and most importantly, under this Make in India initiative. You know, the Prime Minister of India has invited lot of companies in India to set up their businesses. Looking at the, I'm just taking more time.
Yes, please.
Looking at the current scenario of Indian SMEs and looking at the current scenario of the overseas SMEs, what is the difference? Difference is Indian SMEs are not that much qualified
Yeah.
for the productivity and the quality. I'm not telling everyone.
Yeah.
I can say 40%.
Yeah.
Second thing, SMEs in India are struggling for finance, struggling for investment. SMEs in India are struggling for skilled manpower,
Yeah.
competitive skilled manpower. SME is facing a problem in India for particularly export promotion, using the advanced technology, and most importantly, unique ideas for marketing and promotion. So these all criteria or qualification is having the foreign companies. They are coming with the capital, they are coming with the ready-made market, they are coming with the advanced technology, they are coming with the red carpet given by the government of India, they are coming with the very competitive price production they are going to do in India, and most important, we are going to face a local company is going to face a big problem because all my talent people, my employees, they have a technological knowledge. After few years, few days, few months, they will leave my company and they will join the foreign company because foreign company is having different services, different advantages. So this will be a lacking in Indian SMEs. So my appeal to the Indian SMEs, to retain the talent people, acquire the quality people, acquire the well equipped people, acquire the talented people for utilizing value addition to improve your productivity, improve your quality, and of course competitive price, so that you can compete in Make in India initiative of the Prime Minister to survive in this competitive era.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Salunke. Thanks so much for sharing those thoughts. So, can you share some examples or some practical tips that you could give to our audience today in terms of what are the best practices that you have seen SMEs being able to attract and retain that qualified talent and really being able to do something very unique and being able to retain people who normally would have gone to another MNC or a global organization. What are the practical ideas that you can share with us on how we can retain those talented people?
Okay. See, currently what happened, the companies set up by Indian SMEs or manufacturers in a industrial area. One. Second thing, a lot of skill developed institutes or skill developing institute has now started working because of the National Skill Development Council or corporation. A lot of people are now acquiring the talented people. But some regions, like in Maharashtra, say Kolhapur, cities there. or we can say in Gujarat, Bhavnagar or Surendranagar, this region, or Rajkot, or in Rajasthan, say like Kota, or in Hyderabad, or like Andhra Pradesh, if we can talk about the Vishakhapatnam. In this region, what happened? The local people are not planning or trying job in local companies. They are trying job in metro cities.
Yeah.
But we have started, the SME Chamber of India started employment action for Indian SMEs. Through that exchange, what we are suggesting the Indian SMEs from the rural area, they can put or they can send their request that they are looking at talent people or skilled people for working their factories.
Hmm.
So we are channelizing for them. We are sending, say, like a Mumbai. In Mumbai, one person staying from Visakhapatnam, and his family is there, and he wants to move back to his city. So we are connecting with the Visakhapatnam, our member, to work in his factory. So
Hmm.
two things are very important. One, the talented person getting a good job in his own native place, and the company is also getting value addition
Yeah.
for the technology, marketing, business development, or any certain area where their company can grow.
Yeah.
This is one. Third thing, SMEs now started giving a good package to the talented people,
Yeah.
because unless until we will not hire quality people, we will not produce quality product, or we will not promote our quality products.
Correct.
This is the another very interesting thing. SME started buying, hiring, and identifying the knowledgeable people,
Yeah.
because we want to grow our business. If I want to grow my own business, I want talented people.
Yeah.
I don't want to educate them and they will run away for the other factory.
Yeah.
So that is my answer.
Yeah.
And we are now started, signing agreement from them, contract. Government of India is also transforming labor department, labor laws. So the transformation in labor laws will be definitely useful for the Indian SMEs, and Indian SMEs will be definitely utilizing that concept for employing more people.
Correct. Correct. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Salunke.
Thank
So
you.
tell me a little bit about your own journey as well as a leader of your own organization. We love to hear what is the probably the best advice that you have received when it comes to developing yourself as a leader and aligning a team and building a team who is engaged and who is excited and motivated to work with you. What will be the advice that you have received that you like to share with us?
See, during my entry at my business, my own business, I found that we should hire a quality people.
Yeah.
We should have a technological developed people, knowledgeable people, experienced people. Then entrepreneur in India as a working as a like a 50 hats in his head. 50 hats. Like a small entrepreneur become he's a designer, he's a planner, he's an accountant, he's taking care of the banking transactions, he's searching a buyer, he's searching a supplier, he's doing interaction with the government officials, inspectors, even he's keeping eye on the his competitors, he is following up the suppliers, whether suppliers done on time or not. He's visiting the exhibitions. He's a participating in exhibitions. He's also doing online marketing. He's also finding a what is a new product in market. Also, many things happen. So the point is, entrepreneur in India is playing like a all-rounder. So my suggestion to entrepreneurs now, the situation in the market, you will find the marketing person, you will find the technological developed person, you will find the shop floor manager, you will find the top engineers, you will find the top automobile engineers, and IT, ICT, everywhere you will find the people, because India is giving a lot of good quality engineers. They are producing more than 5 to 10 lakhs engineers per year. So this is one. Second, very interesting, I found that while running my own business, we have to keep a track on our competitors.
Yeah.
What product is the market? What is the cost of that product? Which country is applying more in a product in India? Which country is competing our Indian products or local products? And most important, keep a track on market. capital market, product market, index of the production, industrial products, what government is bringing, new ideas, new concepts, what facilities government is providing to SME sectors. Incentives are available by made by government of India, but people are not enjoying that incentives. Only they are going behind the different issues and problems. Lot of government departments are bringing out new concepts, new ideas, and particularly let's say like a startup India, stand up India, digital India, make in India, all these concepts brought by Honorable Prime Minister of India currently, how we can take advantage,
Yeah.
how we can use that concept, how we can use the machinery to improve our own business as well as surrounding people's business. That is my interest.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Salunke. And we've actually run out of time because I know how busy your schedule is and I want to make sure that you don't get delayed. But it's been a fantastic opportunity and it's been a pleasure to hear you.
Thank you, and I hope that my message will be useful for the SME sector as well as the talented people who will run to behind now the SMEs. And of course, people's matter concern is particular to improve the capabilities and capacity of the SME sector as well as to connect with the top people and talented people. On behalf of SME Chamber of India, I am very much thankful to People's Matter and especially you and Meghna that giving me opportunity. I'll be very happy to support your future activity. And I invite the entrepreneurs, those are listening today or watching today from the different fields and from the different cities or states in India, contact us for business growth, contact us for your business expansion, and of course government is there with you to take advantage and improve your business if you want to survive in the make in India competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Salunke. Thank you.